Today we're going to watch a short video of integrating work resource management systems in the land of PMO with Enterprise Kanban for engineers. Specifically, we'll look at Planview and Leankit integration. So before we dive in, let's look at what we're going to see. We're going to have a project schedule on Planview side, and we're going to have a couple sections or a couple parts of our project that are managed and further broken down by Leankit from an engineering perspective. So we'll see two sections, one for development deliverables and the other one for infrastructure needs. So let's say that the tasks within these two sections have to be are better managed and better executed from Leankit side. So we're going to see those cards flow over to Leankit. On Leankit side, we're going to have a specific project board that is going to be managing all the work for this specific project, and more specifically, we'll have similar places or appropriate places for these development deliverables as well as our infrastructure needs. Further, as we're going to be defining certain features or certain development deliverables on either side of the system, so either in Planview or in Leankit, we're going to be able to see that flow back and forth between the two sides. And then on Leankit side, we can break down the work as appropriate for more specific tasks or more specific cards, whatever the team feels appropriate. On top of that, we'll see various attributes flowing back and forth, and when we say attributes, we just mean fields or information. We'll see some status updates, and we'll also see some schedule updates. So really, it depends on what the focus is for the integration. Either it's keeping the schedules up to date, either it's having status updates, either it's just having a line of communication between the two sides, or all of the above. And the same idea holds true for our infrastructure needs whenever we're going to be creating our infrastructure requests or tasks. On Planview side, we're going to be seeing those show up on our Leankit board in the appropriate place. And note that this creation or this particular step can happen bidirectionally. Let's get to it. All right, so here we are in Planview, and we can see that my project will have various different stages, and one of the stages that we're particularly interested will be our execute stage, and execute stage will actually have certain pieces of it being managed and broken down within Leankit. More specifically, we'll have our development deliverables activity that will just hold some of our features, and we'll also have our infrastructure needs section, so that we can see both of those. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to create a couple items here on Planview side, and then we'll be able to see all of that flow over to Leankit, and then we'll start seeing some of those status and schedule updates as we were looking at in our example. So we're going to go ahead and create a child item of our development deliverable, and I'm just going to call it demo feature so that it's easier to recognize it. And we'll actually give it some start and finish date. We'll say it starts tomorrow, say it finishes sometime in May, and then we'll also give it an internal priority of medium for just to be able to see a sample there. And then we'll also create an infrastructure task, and I'm gonna call it demo infra task, just again so we can see some scheduling updates starting a couple days ago going through May, just so we can see all that flowing over to Leankit. So now if I jump over to my Leankit board, I can see that my demo feature already popped in here. And if we give it a couple more seconds, we'll see our infrastructure task drop into the appropriate lane here under infrastructure deliverables as well. So we can see that the demo infra task came in as well. So a couple things here. If I open up my card, I can see that my plan start and plan finish dates have been sent over, and this way I can just follow the schedule that is being laid out from Planview side, from our PMO side. Also, if we look down here, we can see that we have a straight link back to this item in Planview. So if I was to click on this link, I would just launch the appropriate demo feature in Planview. Similarly, the same link is located in the header of the card. Just if you do want to know what is the appropriate item on the Planview side and how to get to it, you can just launch that link and it will take you straight to this demo feature within Planview. And similarly, the same holds true for our demo infrastructure task, and same idea. We get our priority over, we get our scheduling pieces, we get it in the appropriate lane, etc. So let's make a couple more adjustments before we do a status update of some sort. So let's start with saying, hey, I'm going to add myself as an assignee, and I'm just going to go straight to allocation. I'm going to add me as an allocation for both of these demo tasks that we're working on. So we'll add it to this one, and I'll show work and assignment view just so we can see these things being added. So our demo feature now has Mara added to it. And let's do the same for our infrastructure task. So as I've filled those pieces out, if I come over to my Leankit board, I'll see a couple of things have already happened. I can see that my demo infrastructure task has myself assigned to it. So Mara has already been assigned, so you can start seeing who is being allocated for certain tasks or for certain sections, these high-level pieces in my project. And I can see that similar idea has happened here on my demo feature side. I can see that Mara has been assigned. So let's look at the same idea going from some information going from this side over to Planview. So let's say at this point we're ready to say, let's say my demo feature is actually, let's say we finish it, and then my demo infrastructure task, I'm going to actually just set it to approved. So in this case, what we're expecting to see is just having some of those status updates roll back over to Planview side so that our general project level status is all up to date. So if we go back to Planview and I refresh my project view here, see, a couple of things have happened. First, remember we accomplished and completed our development demo feature here, and two, we set our demo infrastructure task to prepare for closure. And this scenario is just saying, hey, it's almost it's an approved state on Leankit side. We're going to move it to prepare for closure on this side. So to show the same idea working both ways, let's go ahead and create a card on our Leankit board. Let's say we actually add some high-level feature to the project on the Leankit side. And I'll go ahead and add some more detail here. And I'll just do the same for a infrastructure card. So in this scenario, I'm using a task card. So now, as the integration is kicking off and synchronizing both of these pieces over to Planview, what we will be able to see here shortly in a few seconds is that the integration kicks off, it sends it over to Planview, and it records back my Planview ID. So you can see that this header has shown up, and now it's a fully valid Planview ID, just like we saw in the scenario with our other demo feature. And the same has happened down here for my infrastructure task. We can see that my Planview ID and the link along with it has been sent now over to Leankit. And if I go over to Planview side and I refresh my schedule on this side. We will actually see my demo feature, my Leankit demo feature here being created, and we'll also see our demo Leankit infrastructure task down here being created. And along with the task itself, we also get a similar note here about where does this actual task and where does this actual feature live in Leankit. So you get that backlink capability for navigation as well as for traceability to just know where does this item live on the other side. That was a short demonstration of integrating Planview and Leankit. For more information, please visit tasktop.com.